Sometimes surviving is harder than dying. In 1987, Jennifer Hayes was a high school senior. On graduation day, she was sick, the flu. She stayed home. She couldn't attend the class photo. 1 week later, 24 of her friends died, all of them in the same accident. And Jennifer has lived with that pain alone for 31 years. Why did she survive? The answer is simple but terrifying. Because she wasn't in the photograph. That graduation photo wasn't a normal photograph. Who brought the Polaroid camera? Where did it come from? And why did everyone in the photo appear dead? In 2018, Jennifer decides to speak for the first time. Because that camera has reappeared. Before you continue watching, hit that subscribe button. Because this story isn't just about an accident. This is about how fate is written, and about how a camera killed 24 young people. This is the story of the Polaroid that develops tomorrow. June 15th, 1987, graduation day. Jennifer Hayes woke up that morning with a fever, 38.5 degrees Celsius. Her throat hurt, her head was spinning, and today was graduation day. Pinewood High School, Oregon, a small town. There were 25 students in the class. They'd all grown up together. They all knew each other. Jennifer had close friends, Sarah, Michael, Amanda, David. They were all preparing for the graduation ceremony. But Jennifer couldn't go. Her mother looked at the thermometer. "You can't go. You're too sick." "Stay home," Jennifer cried. "But today is the graduation photo. Everyone will be there." "I'm sorry, honey, but you can't go like this. You'll spread the flu." Jennifer stayed in bed. She looked out the window. It was a sunny day, perfect photo weather. The phone rang. Sarah was calling. "Jen, why aren't you coming? Photo shoot is at 2. "I'm sick. I can't go." "But it won't be the same without you. We're 25 people. Without you, it'll be 24. "I'm sorry. My mom won't let me." Sarah was sad. "Okay, I'll show you the photos when they're taken. Maybe we can get you a copy." "Thanks, Sarah." Jennifer hung up. Her throat hurt so much. Maybe she shouldn't go. Tomorrow she'd feel better. They could celebrate then. At the same time, at Pinewood High School's yard, 24 students gathered. They wore their graduation outfits. Girls in dresses, boys in suits. Teacher Mr. Hutchinson was organizing. "Okay, kids, line up. Front row sitting, middle row standing, back row on chairs." The students lined up. They smiled. They were excited. Sarah asked, "Mr. Hutchinson, which camera will we use?" Mr. Hutchinson pulled out a strange camera, an old camera, vintage, Polaroid SX-70 from the 1970s. "I found this camera in the teacher's lounge. I tested it to see if it works. Takes great photos, develops instantly. You can see your photo without waiting for digital." Michael asked, "But isn't this too old? Should we use a new camera?" No, this is vintage, nostalgic, perfect for a graduation photo." Actually, Mr. Hutchinson had only found that camera 2 days ago, in the teacher's lounge, inside an old cabinet covered in dust. There was a note next to it, "Do not use, dangerous." But Mr. Hutchinson hadn't seen the note. It had blown away in the wind. "Okay, everyone, ready?" asked Mr. Hutchinson. "Smile!" The camera flash went off. Click! A photo came out. It was developing slowly. The students rushed over. "Let's see, let's see!" Mr. Hutchinson held the photo, waited for it to develop. 30 seconds passed. 1 minute passed. The photo began to sharpen, and Mr. Hutchinson's face went white as snow. What is this? The students looked, and they all screamed. In the photo, they saw themselves, but not alive. Dead. 24 students, all wearing funeral clothes, standing next to coffins in a cemetery. Serious, crying, mourning. But that wasn't all. In the center of the photo were 24 coffins, closed coffins, with flowers on top. Sarah covered her mouth with her hand. Is this our funerals? Michael laughed, a nervous laugh. Come on, this is an error, double exposure, old camera. Amanda spoke with a trembling voice. But this is us, exactly us. Even our clothes are the same, just black. David took the photo, looked closely. This can't be real. Someone's playing a joke. Mr. Hutchison took the photo back. Okay, calm down. This is just a technical error. Let's take another photo. They lined up again, but this time no one was smiling. They were uneasy. The camera took the second photo. The photo developed. Same thing. 24 students. Dead. Funeral. Mr. Hutchinson sweated. Okay, let's not use this camera. I'll find another camera. But it was too late. The seed had been planted. The fear had begun. That night, the students called each other. Sarah called Jennifer. Her voice was trembling. Jen, something very strange happened today. What happened? In the graduation photo, we saw ourselves dead. Jennifer laughed. What? Are you joking? No, I'm serious. The Polaroid camera showed us a funeral photo. We were all dead. There were coffins. Jennifer's laughter stopped. Sarah, are you okay? Are you tired? Jen, I'm serious. 24 people saw it. All of us. Mr. Hutchinson saw it too. This is real. So what happens now? I don't know, but I'm very scared. What if this is real? Sarah, this is just an old camera error. Double exposure, nothing else. I hope you're right. But Sarah's hopes were empty. Over the following days, the students weren't comfortable. Some told their families. Some stayed quiet. Some researched the camera. Michael went to the library, read books about Polaroid cameras. He found something. In the 1970s, experimental Polaroid models were produced. Some were designed for temporal photography. Can we see the future? To answer this question, but the projects failed. The cameras were destroyed. Michael showed the information to his friends. What if our camera is one of those experiments? Amanda asked, so, are we seeing the future? Maybe, but why do we only see death? David answered, because maybe death is the only guaranteed future. 1 week passed. Nothing happened. The students gradually relaxed. See? Just a joke, said Michael. Not worth being scared. But when June 21, 1987 arrived, everything changed. A celebration trip was planned after the graduation ceremony. 24 students would go to Portland by school bus, museum tour, then dinner. The bus left at 9 in the morning. The weather was beautiful. The students were singing, having fun. They'd forgotten the photo. At 10:30, they were on Highway 26, Mountain Road. Bus driver Mr. Morrison was driving carefully, but there was a small damage to the front tire. It hadn't been noticed. A sharp turn came. The speed was a bit too much. The tire burst. The bus lost control. It broke through the barrier and rolled down the cliff. 200 meters down. The bus rolled several times, then caught fire. First response teams arrived 30 minutes later. Too late. 24 students, Mr. Morrison, all dead. None survived. Jennifer was studying at home. Her flu had passed. She was planning to join them in Portland tomorrow. The phone rang. Her mother answered. Jennifer heard her mother's voice. "What? No! No, this can't be." Jennifer ran. "Mom, what happened?" Her mother was crying. "The school called. The bus crashed. The students. What happened to the students?" Her mother hugged Jennifer. "They're all dead, honey. All of them." Jennifer's world spun. She collapsed to the floor. "No, no, this is a joke! Sarah, Michael, Amanda, they can't be!" But it was real. 24 of her friends died in one day. And Jennifer was alive. Only her. Because she'd been sick. Because she didn't go. Because she wasn't in the photograph. Pinewood was a small town. 24 funerals were held in the same week. The town was in disaster. Everyone knew someone who had died. Jennifer went to the funerals. All of them. 24 coffins. 24 families. 24 crying mothers and fathers. And Jennifer remembered the photo. What they saw in that Polaroid photo was exactly this: 24 coffins, cemetery, funeral clothes. The photo had come true. They'd seen it a week in advance, but there was no escape. Jennifer decided something that day. She would never tell this story to anyone, because no one would believe it, and maybe if they believed it, it would be worse. 31 years passed. Jennifer Hayes was now 49 years old. She hadn't married, had no children, lived alone in Portland. She was a teacher, high school teacher, but she never returned to Pinewood. For 31 years, she thought about her 24 friends every day. Why did they die and I lived? Survivor's guilt. She'd had therapy for years. But she never healed. And in 2018, she received an email from Marcus Webb, private detective. Subject: 1987 Pinewood accident, Polaroid camera investigation. Jennifer's heart stopped. She opened the email. "Dear Ms. Hayes, my name is Marcus Webb, private detective. I'm investigating 47 mysterious death cases between 1985-2017. What they all have in common: Polaroid camera photos taken before death. Their deaths appear in the photos. While researching the 1987 Pinewood bus accident, I learned you were the only survivor. I want to meet with you, because that camera is still active and looking for new victims. Please contact me." Jennifer trembled. After 31 years, the camera was still there, still killing. She picked up the phone. Called Marcus. Marcus Webb was 55 years old. Former police detective, now doing private investigations. He met Jennifer at a cafe in Portland. Marcus brought a thick file. "Ms. Hayes, thank you for coming. Please call me Jennifer. What do you know about that camera?" Marcus opened the file. Inside were dozens of photos, Polaroid photos. I've been tracking it since 1973. 47 cases, 312 dead, all connected to the same camera. Jennifer looked at the photos. They were all death scenes, car accidents, heart attacks, falls, drowning, murder. How does it work? Marcus explained. The camera is a Polaroid SX-70 model, but special. In 1973 at Polaroid Labs, an experimental project called Temporal Photography Initiative. Goal: photograph the future. Is this possible? Theoretically, no. But the project leader, Dr. Samuel Price, was obsessive. Quantum mechanics, temporal physics, strange experiments. He claimed he succeeded. He produced a camera. It showed the future. So what happened? Dr. Price took a photo of himself to see his own death. The photo developed. He would die in 1 week. In panic, he tried to destroy the camera. It didn't work. 1 week later, he died exactly as in the photo. Heart attack. What happened to the camera? It disappeared. Polaroid Labs said they destroyed it, but apparently that was a lie. The camera was set free. It passes from owner to owner. Every new owner takes a photo and dies. Jennifer asked, "So why does everyone die? Can't anyone escape?" Marcus shook his head. "Only one person has escaped. You, because you weren't in the photograph." "So the camera only kills those in the photo?" "Yes. If you don't take a photo, you're safe. But if you do, there's no escape." Jennifer thought, "So where is the camera now?" Marcus answered, "I don't know. I haven't been able to track it since 2015. The last victim died 3 years ago in Seattle. Then the trail goes cold. But I know the camera is still out there, somewhere, looking for new victims." Jennifer decided she had to end this burden she'd carried for 31 years. She had to find the camera and destroy it. She started investigating with Marcus. She examined the file of the last victim in Seattle. Name: Eric Thornton. 32 years old. Antique collector. Eric had bought the camera at a garage sale. He'd taken a photo of himself. In the photo, he appeared dead. 3 days later, he died in a car accident. Jennifer and Marcus went to Eric's house, talked to his family. Eric's brother told them, Eric loved that camera, wanted to add it to his vintage collection. But when he saw the photo, he started getting scared. He showed me. He saw himself dead. I said, "It's a joke, double exposure." But he was serious. He didn't leave the house for 3 days. Then he went to buy milk. A car hit him. He died. "What happened to the camera?" Jennifer asked. "I don't know. It should be in police custody, or it's lost." Marcus checked with the police. The camera was in the evidence locker. But in 2017, someone had taken it. Who it was wasn't in the records. The trail was lost again. But then Jennifer had an idea. "Marcus, that garage sale, where did Eric buy the camera?" Marcus checked the file. Portland, 2015, an estate liquidation sale. Whose house? Mr. Hutchinson. Jennifer's heart stopped. My teacher! He took the photo in 1987. Marcus nodded. Yes, Mr. Hutchinson died in 2014. His house was liquidated. The camera was sold at the garage sale. So the camera was in his house for 27 years? Apparently, yes. But he didn't use it. He kept it. Maybe he was scared, Jennifer thought. So who took the camera in 2017? Marcus opened his computer, checked leaked records from the police. Here it is. The person who took the camera from the evidence depot, Detective Paul Hendricks, Seattle PD. A cop? Why would a cop take the camera? I don't know, but we have to find him. Detective Paul Hendricks had worked at Seattle Police Department for 20 years. He'd retired. He was now 58 years old. Jennifer and Marcus found him in Seattle. He lived in a small house, alone. They knocked on the door. Hendricks opened it. He looked tired. Yes? Marcus showed his ID. Mr. Hendricks, we want to ask you about a Polaroid camera you took from the evidence depot in 2017. Hendricks' face changed. That camera. Yes. Where is it now? Hendricks let them in. They talked in the living room. I shouldn't have taken that camera, said Hendricks, but I was very curious. I was investigating the Eric Thornton case. It was a strange accident. Eric had taken his photo before dying. He saw himself dead. He died 3 days later. It affected me. So you took the camera? Yes, I wanted to test it. Does it really show the future? Jennifer asked, and did you try? Hendricks nodded. Yes, I took my photo. The photo developed. What did you see? Hendricks was silent. Then he spoke. I saw myself dead. 1 month later, in my house, in my bed. Heart attack. Jennifer's breath caught. And you're still alive. How? Hendricks smiled. A bitter smile. Because I went to the doctor, had a complete checkup, learned I had a heart problem, had surgery, bypass. Now I'm fine. I didn't have the heart attack. Marcus was surprised. So you changed fate? No, the photo didn't lie. I will die 1 month later in my bed. But I had surgery. Now I'll live longer. Maybe 10 years, maybe 20. But eventually, I'll die in that bed. Heart attack. The photo was just postponed. Jennifer thought, so fate can't be changed. Only delayed. Exactly. So where is the camera? Hendricks stood up, went to the bedroom, brought a box. Inside was the camera. Jennifer saw the camera after 31 years. The same camera, exactly as she remembered. Please, said Hendricks, take it, destroy it. I couldn't, because I was scared. What if destroying it makes things worse? Marcus took the camera. Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. But as they were leaving, Hendricks said one last thing. Even if you destroy this camera, Dr. Price might have other cameras. Maybe 10, maybe 20. All out there, somewhere. Waiting. Jennifer and Marcus decided to destroy the camera. First, they tried fire. They threw the camera in the fireplace. It burned. The plastic melted. But in the morning, the camera was sitting on the table, as if it had never burned. Marcus was shocked. This is impossible. We burned it yesterday. Jennifer was scared. Maybe this camera can't be destroyed. Then they tried a hammer. They smashed the camera. The glass lens broke. The plastic body cracked. But the next day, the camera was there again, as if repaired. Jennifer cried, "How is this happening? Is this camera alive? Marcus researched, found Dr. Price's notes, leaked documents online. The camera isn't just a physical object, said Marcus. Dr. Price used quantum entanglement. The camera exists in all time, in the past, present, future. It can't be destroyed, because it has always existed. So, we can never stop it? Marcus thought. Maybe we can't stop it, but we can hide it. Marcus and Jennifer made the decision. They would bury the camera somewhere no one could find it. They went to a remote forest in Oregon, to the top of a mountain, to a place no one goes. They dug a 3-meter-deep hole, put the camera in a metal box, sealed it, buried it, put a large rock on top, marked it. Now no one can find it, said Marcus. Jennifer knelt down. She was letting go of the 31-year burden. Sarah, Michael, Amanda, David, I did this for all of you. No one else will die now, I promise. She cried for a long time. Marcus touched her shoulder. Let's go. It's over now. But was it really over? 6 months later, Jennifer was continuing to teach in Portland. She was more relaxed now. The camera was buried. They were safe now. But one day, returning home from school, she saw the antique shop window, and her heart stopped. In the window was a Polaroid camera, SX-70 model, just like that camera. She ran inside. This camera, where did you find it? The shop owner smiled. Ah, this. A man brought it yesterday. Found it in the forest. It was in the ground. Strange, isn't it? But it works. I tested it. Jennifer trembled. You tested it? You took a photo? Yes, I took my photo. But the photo developed strangely. As if it's showing the future. What did you see in the photo? The shop owner became uncomfortable. I saw myself, dead. But this is just a technical error, right? Jennifer didn't answer. She just turned and ran. That night, she called Marcus. Marcus, the camera came back. Marcus went silent. How? Someone found it. Now it's in the antique shop. The new owner took a photo, saw himself dead. Marcus sighed. Jennifer, we can't stop that camera. No matter what we do, it comes back. Because it exists in all time. It existed in the past. It exists now. It will exist in the future. The loop is infinite. So what do we do? The only thing we can do. Warn people. But who will believe? Jennifer knew. No one would believe until it was too late. And that camera was looking for new victims. Still, always.